Began as a dream to show the work of Bronx filmmakers, and now it's a reality as several full-length movies and documentaries will be featured at the first ever Bronx Week Film Festival. Now, some of the films that will be screened are Slime City Massacre, Crackroon, and Sundance Film Festival hit Gun Hill Road. The goal is to showcase local talent and also display the unknown parts of the Bronx. Gregory Tsougranis, Bobby Zouvelos, and we are glad to have them both here. And please, full name.
Laura Cicciu.
Laura Cicciu, our guest here right now talking about the Bronx Film Festival. And so obviously, as we said, it started as something small, progressed into something big. I guess I'll let Greg, you start off? You want, or Bob?
No, let me begin.
Okay.
We are Olympia Film Locations as an entity. We're 3/5 of the group that is responsible as the executive producers of this film festival. And the scope of this year's undertaking, with the blessings of the BODC and the Bronx Borough President, is specifically to focus on Bronx-made films or films about the Bronx. So 100% Bronx content. And we started this only a few weeks ago. And we've progressed extremely fast. And now we find ourselves in this position where we have a gala night on the 19th. And we have screenings from the 16th to the 19th at the Bruckner Bar and Grill, right in Port Morris.
So as I said, start out small, actually progresses out big, and these are all films with Bronx content or Bronx based, and some people would say, well, there might not be that many, but your answer is?
You know what, I also have a site called the Boogie Downer. So we put out a call, and right away we were able to fill up a room with people who made films from the Bronx. And one of the exciting things about it was that many of them didn't know each other. And you know, it was almost like a spontaneous burst of people calling up and emailing us saying, well, I have this film. I made Bronx Paradise. I made Poetry Man. And I always thought he was out there because I am from the Bronx. Many of us are from the Bronx. We lived in the Bronx. And at first, the basic idea was we have somebody who actually, our firm helped make the film Gun Hill Road. We helped find the locations for it. It all started with a phone call. And since there's no firm that does that in the Bronx, really, they called me up as a broker. I am a real estate broker. And I was able to find them the spots. In fact, I called up Laura's dad, who was a real estate manager and owner here in the Bronx, and other people. And we were able to accommodate them because it's a great idea. You know, basically, we have someone who was a Bronx director. He was making a film called Gun Hill Road. He wanted to be filmed in the Bronx 100%. And then we quickly realized that there's a big opportunity here, especially when so little of the Bronx gets the dollars that are made from the film industry, and also when we have so many buildings that need help right now.
True. Laura, let me ask Laura about a question about the films we're actually be seeing during the festival. Talk about some of the films and what are they actually about.
Well, we have obviously Gun Hill Road. We also have an Albanian love story, which was also shot in the Bronx. I believe his name is Rocco.
Rocco, he has a long name. Mark, I'm sorry, I want to butcher it. Yeah.
Rocco long name, okay.
Rocco.
We'll just say Rocco so that we don't mess it up, okay?
We also have Slime City Massacre, which was directed by Mark Mikowski.
Yes.
We also have Crackroon, and I believe there's also a list of other shorts as well, maybe 15 to a half hour, that also focus on either elements of the Bronx or the directors from the Bronx as well.
And one thing that I think is a very big point, maybe Bobby wants to talk more about, is that we also have the MMA, which is trying to legalize a sport in our state. And right away they contacted us, and we're going to be showing their film.
They'll be opening up the festival on the 16th.
Oh, okay. So they'll be opening up.
Correct.
So
they have a movie as well.
So one thing I want to say is that there are other Bronx film festivals, but this is really about bringing the film industry to the Bronx and having an economic engine. It's about bringing dollars to the Bronx. This is an economic tool, and that's why the Bronx Borough President is so behind it, and that's why he chose our firm, because we all have a history in the Bronx, and because we helped to make Gun Hill Road, and he thought that it would.
Bobby, what do you think people are going to take away from this experience of having the opportunity to see these films and also just knowing so much about the borough of the Bronx, whether it's filmmakers in front of the camera, behind the camera, or just, the Bronx itself in camera view?
I sincerely believe an affirmation of identity. I think there's a severe self-identity crisis in the Bronx. Not amongst Bronx people, but in the ability to convey it to the outside and This is a heralding of Bronx culture. We're setting up a flag and we're saying film, cinema, there's civilization here. And it's being substantiated by the presentations of all these films we're receiving and all these wonderful guerrilla directors. And we're coining the term because it's guerrilla cinema, it's guerrilla filming in the Bronx. It's pretty much individuals doing whatever they need to do to film and going somewhere else and showcasing it. And it's time we started acknowledging them here. So it's the fact that they are here, that they do exist, and they should be proud to be from the Bronx.
Laura, let's recap again and give people the opportunity to know when and where they can take this, so they can see these films.
Well, our main gala event is May 19th at the Bronx Museum of the Arts, and it's from 7 to 10. So that's where we're going to have all the screenings of the films as well as the filmmakers there.
The shorts.
And the shorts, yes.
But the films are going to be at the Bruckner Bar and Grill Monday through Thursday. And then we are going to announce where and when we're going to show, or where we're going to show Gun Hill Road. Gun Hill Road will be shown prior to the gala night, and the gala night's intention is to get the 200 most prudent people in the room to network in order to bring the film industry to the Bronx. That's what this film festival is about. It's an economic engine.
And so when we talk about bringing the film industry to the Bronx, what exactly are you looking to see?
Well, I mean, all of the other boroughs have a studio. We're talking about, where is the Bronx a studio? That's another thing that the Bronx Borough President has been fighting for with the Kingsbridge Armory. There are locations and property owners willing and able to. The thing is that, are the artists out there? So that's the first question that we somewhat answered. Yes, the artists are out there. Second thing is, because of a film location business that we have, we will throw up $200, $300 million worth of buildings in the Bronx, just amongst friends, in order to have the film scouts come to us and film in our buildings. One thing that happened over at 245 Southern Boulevard, which was the main apartment where Gun Hill Road was filmed, was it was a lively atmosphere. We had kids in the building in the movie. They also paid something. It was a nominal fee. But we see this as a much bigger thing than just showing films.
Studio.
Right.
Studio, workspace, facilities, pre-production, the ability for filmmakers to come here with confidence beyond just the location and to support their activities and their projects, turnkey, in the borough. That's the goal.
And Laura, for Bronx residents who might just be watching a film, finding out more information, what do you think they're going to be able to say at the end of all of this after seeing films made in the Bronx or Bronx directors and things like that? What do you think that does for, I guess, the morale of the Bronx and the residents of the Bronx?
Well, I think it adds a certain essence to the Bronx that, although the Bronx originally it does have based on its community members, but it's kind of projected out there through its films and through the filmmakers. I myself, I'm getting my master's at Hofstra University in documentary filmmaking, and my thesis is based on an old-time candy store that was in the Bronx, recently closed in October of 2009, and it basically encompasses what the Belmont community was within the four walls of this store. And there's a lot of things that people know about the Bronx, whether they're good or bad, but filmmakers and having this project going on, it just enables the Bronx to actually shine the way that it should shine, in a way.
Well, we want to thank all of you for coming. And once again, the event, let's get the event out there to get the date and the time and the place. And I know you talked about Bruckner Bar and Grill.
Okay, I think Bobby should mention about the submissions, because not only do we want to highlight the people who have made movies, but we're still accepting submissions.
Right.
Okay, so there you see, well, where can they send submissions to?
Submissions at olympiafilmlocations.com.
Okay, so there you see the website on the bottom of the screen, olympiafilmlocations.com. There you see the actual Bronx Week Film Festival taking place at the Bruckner Bar and Grill, and you'll see that information out there. But if you want to send a submission, you send it to submissions at, I lost it off the screen,
olympiafilmlocations.com.
Alrighty, so best wishes to all of you. Thank you guys for coming and sharing, and keep up the good work, and hopefully we can get that studio right here.
Hopefully.
Alrighty, thanks a lot.